All right, everybody, it is 1 o'clock p.m. Welcome to the Hangover. Once again, it's that VINCE. Got my Bloody Mary made with Purity vodka. Folks, I know this question is going to be asked for the next hour, and I'm here to do Q&A. That's usually what the Hangover is all about, same as Soul Saturday is concerned. I'm just going to say this right now, folks. All right? I'm just going to be honest with you because I know you guys are going to ask me the question. So I'm going to get it out of the way. Y'all know what I'm talking about, too. Don't you? You know what you're gonna ask me the question as far as that certain incident in the Capitol office, that room, to where these two stupid ass queers decided to have unprotected anal butt sex, doggy style, in the Senate office. Right there. And put it on video. And put it on a public account on X. Can you, I mean, it's like niggas sometimes, you know. This is a parallel to niggas. You know, we want rights. We want to be taken seriously, but every single fucking time, motherfuckers just fuck up shit. You know what I'm saying? They just mess everything up. You know what I'm saying? First, we have the White House incident to where those bull dykes decided to go and show their tetes right out on the on Capitol grounds and stuff. And now we have this. I mean, the damn room is going to need a whole shitload of Lysol and Clorox and furniture polish. That place needs to be sanitized. Like a mother, you know. Oh, they got it all over the place there, KCB. In fact, we're going to watch a quick clip of it. Because I can only watch 1 minute of this. 1 minute, and that's it. 1 minute! That's all I got, folks. 1 minute. Well, you're going to find out right now. No, in the Judiciary Committee hearing room. It's been a difficult time for me as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda. Ain't no fucking political agenda, you motherfucker! You motherfucking son of a man! Political agenda! You had raunchy butt sex in the fucking Judiciary Committee hearing room! You motherfucker! This has been a difficult time for me. It's been a difficult time for me, nigga. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, I love my job and I would never disrespect my workplace. He is technically correct. He didn't disrespect his workplace. He disrespected another person's workplace. You mother. Have seen the video. The great one has seen the video. It is on X, folks. Will I show it here? No. No. And folks, the reason why I showed you this is a lesson on life, folks. Okay? Remember what I always say as far as the things following you for the rest of your life? I've seen the whole video there, Showcase. It's a lot where it's pretty bad. You know what I mean? It's really, really bad. It even shows the end scene, you know? What motivates someone to actually do this? This is the problem with Gen Alpha, you know, or Gen Z. Gen Z does stuff like this. You know what I mean? I mean, you go, what kind of moron, and I'm going to say this very clear, moron, no matter how drunk I'm going to be in any event, what would motivate me to go into any type of public establishment and have sex right in the middle of something? But you're going to go into the judicial committee hearing room and you're going to pump another man's ass? You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, man. Game over, man. Game over. You know? I mean, DeSantis is going to have a field day with this, folks. Trump is going to have a field day with this. Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to have a field day with this. Hello, Sadie. Well, I mean, if he's having public sex, obviously it's going to be, it's two men, Showcase. It's two men. Game over, man. Game over. It's minty, but it's over with, folks. But I wanted to get that out of the way, folks. It needed to be get out of the way. I am so pissed right now. I'm pissed. This should not have occurred. No, the end times are not here. End times are not here yet. Oh boy.
Years old.
Well, that guy, this type of behavior was going on. You know, there weren't no cameras back then at the time, so just imagine all sorts of crazy stuff that's going on. That's the whole thing there. You know, you can get away with it. You can get away with this in my back in my day, cause there wasn't no social media. You could have got away with this. You certainly can't get away with it in 2023. You know what I'm saying? How drunk do you have to be, you know, in order to do something like that, to come up with an idea like that? Exactly. It calls homophobia, you know? It calls it homophobia. It's just, no. No. Can't do that. Yeah, he posted it himself on X. Because he's a Gen Z person, BG. These Gen Z, Gen Alpha people, they do stuff like this, you know? It's the OnlyFans era. Like I said, Vegan Gains and Tefano, they have no problems doing OnlyFans. In fact, nobody has any problem. There's a lot of regular, ordinary people that are doing OnlyFans. I mean, they're literally having sex for, what, a nickel or a shekel or dollar donations and stuff? That's a hard way of making a donation. People don't have any self-respect anymore. That's the problem. Yeah, we can watch the Sam Sulek, you know. That way I can get the taste of ass out of my mouth and stuff from watching that disgusting thing. The Arab world has been laughing at us a very long time, you know. It really has. Where is the breakfast video? Oh, it's on the Hostile channel. It wasn't leaked. He put it up there himself. I mean, you can see his face. I mean, you can literally see his face. Just stupid. That's why I'm so pissed for. Well, I said Gen Z, Gen Alpha, you know. Although millennials do the same shit too. Nothing personal against you or anything, you know. I guess every generation does something weird and different. You see, my mama being a baby boomer and everything like that, you know, she thinks some of the stuff that us Gen Xers do is kind of weird, you know. We'll do the Deanna Maybrooks tape on Earl Grey Tuesday. No, Cat, I wouldn't. You see, if I'm gonna have sex, it's gonna be in closed doors. Y'all ain't gonna see about it. You ain't gonna see it. Y'all ain't gonna hear about it neither. All right? No, sir. You won't even see no pictures of it. I just watched a story on a young guy my age marrying a trans guy who's 48 for cash, and then, yeah, I mean, that's a marriage thing. I don't have no issue with, but you know, I've seen that in regular straight relationships. That's not the point on this here, you know. Remember, in this day and age, whatever you do in life is gonna follow you. How is this motherfucker gonna get a job? How is he gonna get a job? How is he gonna get a job? Let's watch some Sam Sulek so we can watch his breakfast video just to get this out of my head. You know, just ugh.
All right. So, first day in California. Extremely bright. Not particularly. Actually, it is pretty early. It feels like 10 because I'm from the East Coast, but it's only 8 or so.
Clayton Easips is pretty much soundproof, that guy. No one can hear anything from outside.
So everybody else here has already made their breakfast. So I kind of got a little bit of inspiration. There's 4 eggs.
That's what we all have, is 4 eggs.
So even though there's only 4 eggs, I'll just supplement it with egg whites. It's perfect.
See, that's how I had my eggs this morning. I had I had eggs over easy, so. But I think he's gonna scramble these.
Oh. Whoops.
Better not get any shells in that,
There we go. Solid amount of omega-3s and whatnot.
KCB, you don't get street creds. You get thrown out of gay clubs. He will not be able to enter one for quite some time, Our community, at the very least, can be very vicious when it comes to activities such as this because it just embarrasses and sets things back, a ton of years. So he's going to get a serious backlash is what's going to happen, KCB.
For the yolks.
But the damage has already been done.
I don't want to get the carton dirty. I'm a bodybuilder, not a grip strength trainer, so I need a little bit of help to get this thing open. There we go. Looks about right. So now, what heat did you use when you made yours?
I had it on like the 7 or 6.
7.
Yeah.
Right there.
You heat it up after you put the eggs in there.
Usually I would heat it up first. I just forgot. But now I just sit here and wait. Where's the oatmeal at?
Over there by the... See it? Quick ribs?
Oh. Perfect.
We should get the sack of it. I mean, I usually get the big bags of that at Sam's Club. It's just a lot cheaper and more convenient.
I've been meaning to start eating cream of wheat. Not necessarily because I think it's like a super secret carb or anything like that. I just used to have it as a kid.
Well, the reason why athletes like Ronnie Coleman eat cream of wheat because it's very easy on the stomach and it's easy to digest. And, it's a good way of getting some quick carbohydrates.
So it's kind of nostalgic. In a bulking context, because, right now I'm trying to get as much food into my system as possible. I want to eat foods that I'm actually going to like. So if I'm sitting here just scarfing down chicken and rice.
Well, KCB, it really depends on what type of eggs you want to have. Sunny side up, eggs over easy, eggs over medium, hard fried, scrambled. I mean, there's a number of different ways you can cook eggs. I mean, but at the end of the day, the caloric intake and everything and the nutritional value is going to generally be the same.
6 times a day.
Well, he shops at those regular stores simply because, he's able to do the videos. That's the reason why he does it at the grocery stores.
Hey, that's just not going to be super fun for me. So the more you can kind of deliberately change what sort of types of foods that you're eating to actually, accommodate for your preferences, then you're just going to have an easier time getting food down. I mean, it just makes sense. What's going to be easier to eat? A big plate of just, in your opinion, like just, get that away from me. Like a bowl what you're actually hungry for. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. There we go. There we go. All right, what are we thinking? 2 minutes?
Well, I had my eggs this morning, eggs over easy, but I mean, I can cook them in all sorts of different ways. I just don't like hard fried.
When it comes to how I like my eggs, I guess it just kind of depends. You know, for the most part, if you scramble them, I almost feel like the whites get a bit drier when you mix the yolks in. So I kind of like sunny side up. So that's the easiest method. I just get to sit here, let the whole thing, you know, cook through, and then pour it right onto a pan or my plate. I used to try to flip it, like you get the deal. And once I lost a whole thing of 12 eggs on the ground, I kind of stopped risking it and just.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing it with that many eggs. You know, I cooked 2 of them, so it's pretty easy for me to flip them and make them over easy.
Just sit sunny side up instead of over easy. But now we just wait, and then once this oatmeal's cooked, just throw some blueberries in, and that'll be the end of it.
Mm-hmm. You know when you like try and wrap even
No, Cat, I wouldn't.
you can barely move?
Yeah.
Just stop and then
Wait to get some more.
hammer out. Yeah, stay right there. That's Patrick Tour's like whole fucking thing, isn't it? It's not really starting that shit.
Or you getting a little bubbly in there.
He is right. That is the lazy way of cooking eggs.
There we go. Perfect.
He's not using Ohio tap water.
Say all that from the beginning.
Dog crap training.
It's called dog crap training.
DC training.
I've totally heard that word thrown around.
You probably love that
I'll
shit.
give you some reading to do tomorrow in the car because I think you will love it. It's all
Yeah.
everything that comes to a wall failure. I think you'll really enjoy
It's
it.
fucking like ignorant failure. It's not like it's not like normal failure. Trash it until it's dead, but in just few sets of parts.
I'm doing a video on Kali Muscle probably this afternoon, so you'll be sure to check it out.
Yeah, that's legit. I guess I never have messed with the rest pause.
Yeah. I like doing I always like doing the last set of each exercise as I'll put some type of intensity technique. Whether it be a drop set, rest pause set.
Where's the trash can? Yeah, no, I'm doing, like, I don't just do a plate for one. Like, I'll sit there for like 5, 6, whatever, and do 2 for a few, 3 for a few.
Yeah.
If it feels extra heavy, like let's say I do 3 plates, and then I warm up, and I feel like
You can go.
I need one more little warm up.
Yeah.
Then if the working set's gonna be like 365, I'll do like 2 reps first.
I got you.
You gotta add a caveat. Like as soon as you say that, you gotta be like, we're warming up.
Everything's so out of context, though, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think
Nice.
But I don't think fans understand.
Yeah, totally clean too.
Or I don't know if they.
You know, the last thing I want to do is scrape off dry egg whites. Ugh.
I don't know if they see like one plate, 2 plate, 3 plate.
Yeah, sometimes I'll show
Film
it.
that?
Yes. Well, yeah. Sometimes I don't know.
Well, that's not sunny side up, but oh well. That can be almost considered that's over medium probably. If the eggs are runny, then it is truly sunny side up.
Usually, I end up just making the warm up kind of like a personal thing.
Yeah.
Like I'll just do it, sit around, and talk,
Yeah.
and then when I'm ready for the first set, then I'll put the camera back. Yeah. Here we go. Where's
Same spot over there.
just some salt and pepper, and we're done. Perfect.
As far as his breakfast is concerned, it's really not too bad. I mean, that's a lot of food. But yeah, 12 eggs, oatmeal. I mean, it definitely is a lot of cholesterol, but he's a growing boy, and he's got his youth, so he should be all right. The most number of eggs I've ever actually eaten whole-wise is 3. You know, everything else has been egg whites, where I've eaten about 18 egg whites with only 1 yolk, and that's about it. You know, just to give it a little bit, that way I'm able to properly scramble it and make an omelet out of it. Well, folks, just get your questions in. If you wish to put a donation in, you can. So the rest of the show is going to be Q&A. And feel free to ask me about the butt sex in the congressional office, because, again, I know I'm going to get that question asked a lot, so... Well, of course, Fuad is trying to train him to be a bodybuilder. You know, which is what Sam Sulek needs. I just wish that he had done a bodybuilding contest whenever he actually leaned out. And I'm sure Fuad probably tried to convince him to do a bodybuilding show, but it's really up to him there, you know. But just really bad behavior. That other guy. Oh, we played the video of the congressional staffer getting caught having sex in the Judicial Committee hearing room. Showcase, he's not going to be able to work at McDonald's. I mean, it's going to, you know, one thing about this new generation is people can work at home. He can just change his name, maybe shave his head or something or so forth, and he can just continue on with work. It's not going to really matter, you know. He can do outside consulting work, which is what I suspect that he'll continue doing, you know. It's just it won't be in the office there, you know, and stuff. It was like, hey, you stay at home. We don't want to look at your face, you know, after what you did. He'll be one of those shadow consultants. We all know that. I mean, look at Anthony Weiner. You know, he was doing it he's doing shadow consulting work right now, and we all know exactly all the stuff that Weiner did, you know, literally. Well, the butt six I work at wage, you know. Oh boy. Yeah, a lot of stuff I gotta knock out today, folks. A lot of stuff. Nothing I can't handle, of course, but... Sam Sulek is way too big to compete in the classic division. He would get messed up pretty good. He can let some guy take him on the burger grill when he's off. I can almost guarantee that he'll never do something like that ever again. You know, we wouldn't have actually known about it if he hadn't put it on X, you know. If he hadn't put it on Twitter or X, we probably would have never known about it. Sam Sulek should never compete at the rate his channel. Why? Why shouldn't he compete? He should. This would be the best time to compete. You know, it's not going to hurt his channel one bit. They don't. I mean, it's what's to be expected. You know. Would I like that? No, I wouldn't. I don't need to smell anyone. Why get bigger if you're going to gain 1 million subs every X months? I don't know, Showcase. I don't know what Sam Sulek is doing in particular. I thought he was going to compete whenever he got down on weight. But he didn't. He could end up like that Trevor person. Hopefully not. But yeah, I did notice he is breathing quite heavy. Why 3 years, KCB? I mean, he's young. He can definitely take the gear for decades. But I mean, that's a good thing about him building up his channel. He could definitely he's probably socking away a bunch of savings. Because I don't see, I mean, obviously he's not spending the money. He's still wearing those those funky shirts and everything. Have I ever... Next question, please. Sam has explained why he eats some bolts. It says it gives him a break from bolt. It's a dumb idea. If he needs to pick one or the other. I would say stay lean within about 10 to 20 pounds of his lean weight, you know. Because bulking up there can cause a lot of serious issues. I mean, you could still get anabolic growth, you know, without having to gain an extra 50 to 60 pounds. Well, with his channel, the question is he going to pursue an engineering career, that guy? Because his channel's so popular, he's definitely going to make more money than he would as an engineer. No, you should. Whenever I was still competing, I always stayed within. I never got super heavy or anything like that. Of course, I didn't win anything, so maybe I should have, but it's just a lot easier to go into a show when you're at a lower weight, you know. I mean, you don't need to be ripped and cut or anything, but you should be within a manageable level. But Sam Sulek bulks up a whole bunch. He gains like 30 or 40 pounds here. And that's just way too much. Do you think of more healthful, more financial advice videos? Yeah, I'm going to put some more up on the Home Business King channel. I just got finished doing a 1-hour video. I got to do a summarized version of the video, but It's actually doing quite well. It's definitely going to give me a lot of watch time, that's for sure. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Trey Brewer. He got super popular, and then he went off the deep end. He looks horrible now, actually. It looks like he's gained like 40 pounds. I mean, I don't. I think he's. I think he weighs more than 250. I think he looks like 260 or 270. I mean, if he says 250, I don't have any reason to lie. But given the fact that I've seen his previous pictures and his other pictures, it looks like he's gained in his bulking phase that he's gained like 40 or 50 pounds. But like I said, I can always be wrong. I'm not his weight scale or anything. That guy, I don't care if I'm correct or incorrect. He says he's 243. Fine, he's 243. What I'm saying is he looks like he's gained like 40 or 50 pounds here. Just because someone tells you a particular weight there doesn't mean that that's his actual weight. I mean, you hear people all the time, like Richard, saying that he once benched 450 and stuff like that. It means nothing whenever, there's a lot of bullshitters on the internet. Not saying that Sam is a bullshitter. He doesn't seem to be a bullshitter. But, I'm free to offer an opinion as far as to whether someone is, gaining a bunch of weight or not. No, I'm still dropping weight. In fact, I got to get the pants hem to a lower inches. It's just because the reason why I look a little bit bloated is because I just woke up and I had breakfast. This is the way I usually look in the morning. I haven't cleaned up or anything. I have not shaved. Derulics haven't kicked in or anything. Okay, fine. I'm not going to debate it anymore as far as his weight gain is concerned. But he's still gaining too much weight in any event. Well, his eyes still need about 2 weeks of healing, but I don't think it's going to change much. I think they fucked up his surgery. Androgel butt 6. That's what I was on at first, was Androgel. And then finally I got approved for the injection. So that's what I've been... I prefer the injections. Because with Androgel, you got to use that stuff every day. And you got to do all sorts of certain things. Injecting it, you pop your... I use my thigh in order to inject. Or basically my quads, excuse me. I just injected my quads. See you next week. Oh, he weighs a lot more than I do. Yeah, that too, inconsistent dosages. I mean, mine worked pretty well. I'll ignore that question. How tall is Sam Sulek anyway? Is he like 5'8", 5'9", or something? That's kind of odd. Let me see how tall Sam Sulek is. Let me look it up. He's 5'11", and yeah, he's actually my height. He does weigh more than I do. But yeah, Generation Iron's already got him listed as a potential bodybuilder. Right now, all he is a fitness influencer. You're at the bar right now. I'm going to down. Oh, that's nice to hear. It's a little early to be drinking. It's 1:40. The only thing you should be drinking is a Bloody Mary, like myself. Now, once I get finished with the show, I'm actually going to do a bunch of pull-ups on my machine and work out. Now, I did work out yesterday, but I just need to get a little bit of extra stress off. Oh, boy. No, Blaha's not bigger than I am. Or at the very least, he doesn't have more muscle than I do. He has some pretty bony arms. Oh, if you're in Europe, I guess that makes sense. That posing video Sam did with the Samson Dauda is pretty good. Yeah, I like that video too. No, I'm definitely not bigger than Ryback's a huge guy. John Cena is very huge. He's a lot huger than he looks. That's one. Like I said, I've walked past him plenty of times at expos and stuff. He's a freaking monster. And then, of course, the Big Show. If anyone has ever encountered the Big Show before, or better yet, Mark Henry, but Big Show. Yeah, I met Sean Roden before. We took pictures together. I've met him plenty of times. He was a good guy. At least when I knew him, but I knew a couple friends as far as that allegation, and I was quite disappointed. He did do that, by the way. I mean, he was guilty of it. Well, they shrunk up a little bit. They're down to probably 19 or 18, which is consistent with my weight loss there, that guy. By the time I'm pretty much all said and done, my arms my arms are not going to get any lower than 18, but they're around 18 and a half right now. And generally at my peak, it's been like 20.5, so. But, and the good thing about that is now I'm able to fit into a number of my blazers, Having 20-inch arms is fine, but if you got a lot of blubber around it, when you cut down on the weight, you look a lot bigger than you already are. So even though they'll drop to around 18, they're going to look a lot bigger because I'm going to be more cut, in other words. Would I be a power? I wouldn't be around them. I mean, if they picked me up and got a hold of me, I wouldn't have no choice but to be a bottom. And so would you. Big Show is huge. John Cena is huge. Big Show is is in a different class. I didn't even know human beings existed like the Big Show. Any news on Big Lenny? I talked to him on Instagram. He's still posting on Instagram, so I guess he's okay. I guess he's not in the mood to be doing any streams right now. I couldn't get my arms around Big Show. If you ever see this guy in person, he's a giant. I could see why in the WCW they called him the Giant, because he's a fucking giant. And I know I'm saying that a bunch, but folks, he is just, he's just out of this world. He is a planet. He's like Jupiter. Does Rex Stallone have the big? No, he doesn't. Mansfield actually had the biggest arms. He had like 25-inch arms. You know, I don't know what's going to happen to Big Lenny. I wish all the best for him, but hopefully he needs to just apologize to, you know, something. He needs to apologize to the people he's insulted, you know. And that way, that's step one in getting the Del Rey Misfits back together. Because everyone's spread apart now, so at this point, I don't know. Maybe they should have like a little reunion and stuff. Just all of them getting back together and just airing everything out. That's the video I'm going to make. He's got like he has an injection rate of 25%. That's not good. And when he says his doctor said he has 15%. Yeah, he definitely needs to apologize to Brad. He needs to apologize to Dale as well. But I don't expect that to happen at all. Well, let's get a little music playing, folks. And let's also get the Soul Pole in. You know, yesterday, KCB, was Greg Kovac's birthday. He's been gone a long time. But yeah, it was Greg Kovac's birthday yesterday, in fact. I hope they let Genova out of the cage. But you know, what can you do? I mean, we all knew at the point to where, you know, we already knew. I mean, Genova has disabilities and stuff. And he made the best of it. But, you know, as with someone with disabilities, someone can just simply come in and put your ass on a conservatorship, you know, and stuff. Easy. And I mean, all the last activities that he did, it was pretty bad. But I still hope they just let him out of the cage, ease up a bit, and just monitor his social media, you know. That's all they need to do, really, is just monitor whenever he does social media. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, Dale was a misfit. Kovacs was not exactly a nice guy. He beat up a dude in a nutrition store. tried to extort money out of the store owner and stuff. Kovacs was not a nice guy. But again, I don't wish death upon anyone. I certainly hope he's in a better place, but Kovacs was not a nice guy. Well, Casey, he already was disabled. I mean, you know, can't fuck it up any further, you know. Hey, Lamar, what's up, man? You getting in here late, but we got 10 minutes left if you want to ask any questions or anything. Had my Bloody Mary afterwards. I'm going to go work out for a little bit. Because I don't feel that I hit my... I trained yesterday, but I don't feel as though I hit my back hard enough. So I'm going to get on my machine. I'm going to do some back exercises. Now, I hit my chest and my arms pretty good, but like I said, I don't feel as though I hit my back hard enough. Y'all ever get that feeling sometimes to where you do a workout and... I don't like streaming workouts. I've done a couple videos on working out. I liked having a controlled environment. There's also a couple things I also like to do when I'm working out. It went well. I mean, these are high value positions, Lamar. With a lot of people, and I got a lot of competition, so I won't hear really anything until next year. I mean, it's easy for me to get a job, but I'm trying to get one of those. There's certain positions that I want to get. I want to get back into something that has to deal with customer relations and stuff. But if that doesn't work, then, you know, I can do sales training and stuff. I've already done the soul pole there, Beam Smasher. You should have been here. Folks, if you're getting in here late and I've already done the soul pole, you could lick my soul pole. You ain't getting another one. But yeah, I would never live stream a workout. I don't want to watch people. I mean, the reason being is I go to failure and I don't want to see people watch me struggle on any weights or anything. I mean, what if I'm working out and I shit all over myself, you know? I mean, I don't want that to happen. No. I mean, I can make decent drinks at home. But that's just... I would get bored doing that. I mean, you can make a lot of money as a bartender. I will say that, but, you know. Yeah, he was trash. His career's over, KCB. Yeah, I wouldn't want something to happen when I'm working out. I mean, just me taking a dump in my pants or something. Remember what I said before. Once something is on the internet, it stays up there permanently. And the fact that this dude had butt sex in a judicial committee hearing room, that's going to follow him for the rest of his life. Obviously, he's not going to run for office. Usually, guys like him take up jobs like that for political aspirations. But instead of political aspirations that he's taking, I mean, he took it up the ass and his career's ass. It's not my calling, Quick Pump, to be a bartender. I mean, I could learn how to be a bartender, but, you know, I would, if anything, I would rather be a cook at a restaurant than to be a bartender. I'm good at cooking. I'm a really good cook. And I'm not, you know, that's no joke, folks. I could throw down like Charlie Brown in the kitchen. I've cooked for my dates before. I've also made breakfast for them as well. What's wrong with that, you know? I mean, you hear The Rock all the time on saying, hey, baby, you like pancakes? If you know how to cook, you can get some puss. Do you cook for your dates? If you cook for your dates, you'll get more puss. Women like a man that knows how to cook. Trust me. If you know how to cook and you keep yourself clean, you're gonna get a lot more puss than the rest of these little cats out here. And you'll get some quality puss. You won't get the, you know, the fat hairy woman with the sleeveless moo-moo and stuff. You see, and guys always act, you know, you don't need a gay person to tell you that, you know. I mean, you can't approach a woman with a freaking football jersey on. You got to look nice. Exercise, keep yourself in shape there, you know. Make sure that your beard, if you have a beard, make sure that it's, you know, properly trimmed and everything. Make sure you're looking clean, you know. No gaudy jewelry or anything like that, you know. Make sure your house is clean, your car is clean, because the lady's going to look at everything that you have, you know. I mean, if she comes home and there's a bunch of trash in your yard and everything, I mean, you may be able to crush puss, but that'll be the last night you want to. You want to have a continuous stream of puss, you know, everywhere, you know. I'm only talking about that. I mean, you guys want to know. I'm just keeping it real and telling it to you like it is. Dress well. Make sure you keep your house clean. Make sure you keep your car clean. And most importantly, make sure you know how to cook. If you do not know how to cook, here's what you do, okay? Here's what you do, folks. It's quite simple. You boil some water, all right? You put some pasta in it. And then simply, you know, add a little butter and salt, you know, or you can use pesto. That's it. Pour a little bit of white wine. It looks good and it's easy to make. Even if you don't even want to cook at all, just go to the store, get some blueberry muffins, make some coffee, French press, learn how to make some French press coffee. You're going to be good. All right. If you don't know how to make coffee, I can't help you. I really can't. Not everyone knows how to cook that guy. Trust me. What they consider cooking is what's called throwing it in the microwave. Yeah. Cooking, folks, not difficult. Not difficult at all. All right, folks. It is 2 o'clock p.m. and that is the end of the Sunday Hangover. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the afternoon. I'm going to go work out for a little bit, try to hit the back. Like I said, I don't feel as though I hit my back well enough yesterday. But we'll see, you know. I just may need to do a couple extra pull-ups. But folks, thanks again for joining me for the Sunday Hangover. As always, peace and soul.